What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and today we're gonna try to answer the age-old question that gets brought up around this time every season once the college football playoffs is determined and the Cleveland Browns inevitably are sitting at 0-1 win maybe come December. And that's always like, well, could Alabama beat the Cleveland Browns? Could the top college football team beat this Cleveland Browns squad? Oh, the Browns, the butt of all the jokes in the football world. But in reality, there is no chance that a team made up of one singular college, like the University of Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Georgia, Penn State, Ohio State, any of those teams, one of those teams straight up against the Browns would get decimated. You have to remind yourself that an NFL team essentially is an all-star team. Like, most of these guys were the best players from their college. So surely they should be able to overpower a team that at the most has, like, you know, 5, 6 first-round talents, second-round talents. So what I have thought of and kind of proposed is, what if you made a college all-star team? And to limit our scope of players that we can use, what if we just took all the best players from the 4 teams that made the college football playoff, give them some probably realistic ratings for what their Madden ratings will be, and contend with the Cleveland Browns? Now, I think this is a lot more interesting because you're taking 4 teams. So that essentially, especially when you look at the players we use, this is almost like half a first round and a bunch of second and third round picks that we have used, made up of the Georgia Bulldogs, Clemson Tigers, Alabama Crimson Tide, and Oklahoma Sooners. So let's look at our roster here very quickly. At the quarterback spot, we're going Baker Mayfield, quite the polarizing figure. Don't necessarily know if he's going to get a 77 overall, but there's a legitimate chance if he wins the Heisman and he leads Oklahoma to that natty, he could very well be like the second or third quarterback, depending on if Sam Darnold declares or not. Josh Rosen and then everybody else. It could be Baker Mayfield, and you see him with like the average ratings that they gave, like Mitchell Trubisky and stuff like that. 77 might not be too far-fetched for Baker Mayfield. At the running back spot, we went with Nick Chubb from Georgia. Plenty of talented running backs we could have chose from. Sonny Michel, his partner. Rodney Anderson from Oklahoma. But I think Nick Chubb is the best running back in the college football playoff right now. And he very well could get, like I said, second round pick. I mean, if he didn't have that horrific injury, you might be talking about Nick Chubb like the Saquon Barkleys or Leonard Fournette from the year before, Darius Geis this year. So we gave Nick Chubb a 77. Very talented runner. Fullback, we went with Dimitri Flowers from Oklahoma. I mean, it is a fullback, but he is regarded as the top fullback in this year's draft class. So we figured we would add him on. Wide receiver spot, we have Calvin Ridley, who is going to be very much so a first-round pick, probably the first wide receiver taken, so we gave him a 79. Then we have Deon Cain from Clemson, first-round wide receiver as well. And then we have C.D. Lamb, who's not old enough to declare, but from Oklahoma. He's an absolute burner. His chemistry that he has with Baker Mayfield is clutch, which is why we put them together here. At the tight end spot, we're going with Mark Andrews from Oklahoma. Maybe the only first-round tight end in this year's draft class. There's a couple other good ones, but in my opinion, he is the best tight end in the class and could very well get a similar rating to O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard did start out, I believe, at a 70. He might have been actually in the 80s. I want to say O.J. Howard started out in Madden 18 with like an 80-81. So I think a 79 for Mark Andrews is very fair. Now look at the offensive line. We have Jonah Williams, who is going to be next year's probably maybe first tackle selected. He's going to be one of the top tackles in next year's draft class. First round pick for sure, so we gave him a 78. At left guard, we went with Mitch Hyde. He is a tackle for Clemson, but this is like the one spot on the offensive line, really the one spot on the team that I had to make a compromise. He is a talented offensive lineman, probably will be picked within the first 3 rounds of this year's draft class, so we slotted him here at left guard. At center, we have Bradley Boozman from Alabama, probably will be a second, third round pick, more so third round, maybe fourth round, so we gave him a 72. Right guard, we have Tyrone Crowder from Clemson, 70 overall. He'll probably be a third-round pick, maybe a fourth-rounder, still a draftable guard. And at right tackle, we have Orlando Brown from Oklahoma, a monster of a man. Should be a first-round pick, could be an early second round, so we gave him a 77 just because I do think he will go in the bottom half of the first. At left defensive end, we went with Clellan Ferrell, the defensive end from Clemson. Gave him a 74. I think he probably will be a second-round pick, maybe mid-second round. Chance, if he has a really good combine, could go in the late first, but 74 is a good starting spot here. Right defensive end, we got Austin Bryant from Clemson as well. That Clemson defensive front is terrifying. Austin Bryant, I've seen mocked in a couple first rounds, but for the most part, he seems like a second, third rounder, so we gave him kind of, you know, maybe could have given him a little bit better rating, but a 71 will start. Defensive tackle, we got Dexter Lawrence. He's an 81. He should be a top 5, at worst top 10 pick in next year's draft class. He is an absolute monster, so we gave him an 81. And we have Christian Wilkins from Clemson. I mean, this, like I said, this Clemson defensive front is terrifying. We gave him a 77. He should be a top 15 pick in this year's draft class. Left side linebacker, we have Rashawn Evans from Oklahoma. Gave him a 74. Could be a fringe first-round pick in this year's draft class, but should go in the first 2 rounds. Middle linebacker, we have Roquan Smith from Georgia. Could very well be a top 15 pick in this year's draft class. And a right outside linebacker, we have Ogbonnia Okoronkwo from Oklahoma. I think he's somewhat limited in his skill set, but he's excellent at getting after the quarterback and playing in living, essentially, in the other team's backfields. So we gave him a 72 overall. He could go anywhere from the 2nd to the 4th round, I believe. And the secondary, we have Minkah Fitzpatrick. Obviously, because of the character limits, we just made him a sick modification to his last name. He's dual threat. You know, he can play corner, he can play safety. He probably will play safety at the next level, but he really is fluid, kind of like a Jalen Ramsey. So because of how the roster went out, we made him at corner. And we have Anthony Everett from Alabama as well. He, could potentially go first round. I'd be incredibly surprised, but it should be a day 2 pick 100%. Free safety, we have Dominic Sanders from Georgia. Again, another guy should be, a day 2 pick, 2nd round, 3rd round, 4th round, in that range. And at strong safety, we have Ronnie Harrison from Alabama, who should be a 1st or 2nd round pick in this year's draft class. Rodrigo Blankenship, again, had to take liberties with his last name. He's the Georgia kicker with the glasses. Really, really accurate. Should get drafted. Same goes with J.K. Scott, the punter from Alabama, who is debatably the best punter in this upcoming draft class. So that is our team. This is a team that's going to be taking on the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to control it. I feel like I could have just, simulated it and stuff like that. Maybe it'd be more concurrent to having an appropriate simulation, if you will. But, I kind of want to play it. I just want to play it. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to redo it another time with the sim. I want to play it. So let's jump into the gameplay. Let's do it. And let's see if the College Football Playoff All-Stars could beat the Cleveland Browns in Madden. Oh my God. Josh Gordon, are you kidding me, for 28 yards? Alright, we're just getting murked. Absolutely murked. I don't know why it felt like that animation was real wonky and was designed for me to miss that tackle. But you're starting to see it's going to be tough with a team of college prospects to compete even with the Cleveland Browns. Alright, because this team's cocky, brazen, brass, we're going for it on 4th and 1. Does not look good at all. Oh, this is not going to be good. Come on, Nick Chubb! There we go, Nick Chubb! What a monster! Bows his way ahead for the first down for the College Football All-Stars. Ooh, Nick Chubb! Nick Chubb's a beast right now, fellas. 5 rushes, 48 yards. We're in the red zone. Let's hit them quick here with the no-huddle. We'll go wide stick. Baker Mayfield controlling the line of scrimmage. He has 2 of his favorite targets. Calvin Ridley. Oh, come on. Who wants that? And we're going to eat the sack. All right, a big 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. I think we'll probably have to take the points here if we can't convert. Let's send Mark Andrews here across the middle. Let's go. Mark Andrews wide open. Boom! That's that Oklahoma connection. That's Sooner. Boomer Sooner. Someone called Jim Ross. By God, he has a family. 7-7 ball game. Oh, there we go. Austin Bryant finally getting after that QB with the sack. Get out of here, boy. Get out of here, little boy. What a man. That's a grown man. That's a freight train. Dexter Lawrence. Oh, yeah. That's a bad throw there, Baker. That's a bad throw there. Bad throw. Rookie mistake. Oh, Deion Kane. Oh, Deion Kane's a bad man. You better get in there, boy. Let's go. Deion Kane making amends with zeros on the clock to make up for that pick 6. Takes it 59 yards to tie this ball game up at 14. College rookies. College all-stars get the ball to start the second half. What a play, though, from Deion Kane. Oklahoma to Clemson. Working great. Oh, come on. You gotta pick that off, Anthony Everett. That's why you're not being a first-round corner like your other previous Alabama corners. You gotta make that pick. Oh, how you gonna drop that? How you got your Oklahoma teammates? You should have that chemistry down packed. That should have been an easy first down. What a Man, back-to-back killer drops. Oh, there we go. Minka Fitzpatrick with the single K gets the pick as typical Deshaun Kaiser. Terrible accuracy. Puts the college football playoff All-Stars in terrific scoring position. Oh, let's go Nick Chubb. Oh, let's go Nick Chubb. Oh, we're in the Bucks uniform, but you look like damn the dark chocolate Mike Alstott. Nick Chubb. Can we get a replay of that? Oh my God. Oh, burned. Oh, who said that was? I hope that was Jabril Peppers because he sucks anyways. What a run, Nick Chubb. Who was that? Whoever's 22 on the friggin' Browns. Rip. Oh, Clelin Ferrell with the user sack off the edge. Put them in a very precarious 2nd and 19. He's getting desperate. Here we go. Play of the game. They keep the Browns. Can they even get a win? Here, down. 4th and a mile. They have no Freddie Mitchell. They're not going to make this play. Look at that. Oh, and he gets... Oh, there's classic Kaiser. Doesn't he? Barely gets the ball to the line of scrimmage. And it looks like your playoff All-Stars. Even they can beat the Cleveland Browns. And there you go. Hey, lowly Browns. Hugh Jackson still holds on to his job as the college football playoff All-Stars dump the Browns 21-14. Taking a quick look here at the final box score. That's more so look at our team. Baker Mayfield, efficient. You know, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, run the ball. Nick Chubb, 89 yards and a TD. Offensive line, you'd figure they'd be outmatched by the strength and conditioning of NFL players. That is not the case. Deon Cain had that beautiful 42-yard touchdown, or a 59-yard touchdown. Sorry, Mark Andrews had a touchdown. That chemistry just doesn't go away. We got the sack from Clelin Ferrell, half sack from Bryant and Lawrence, and we have Fitzpatrick got an interception, but Chris Conte got an interception. Does that void the win because it's an ineligible player? He's been in the NFL for 7 seasons. Maybe we'll have to call this one. Someone call the college football committee here. They can't even get the top 4 playoff teams right, let alone have an effective ruling on this matter. But anyways, guys, there you go. This could very well be a nice little series there. Just different scenarios. Could we beat the Cleveland Browns with this? Because the Browns are, I'm sorry if you're a Browns fan, the laughingstock of the NFL. I mean, if they go 0-16, which is a pretty big probability, the memes only start to begin. So maybe we're just jumping on kind of early. But thanks for watching today's video. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you have any suggestions of maybe different things, different builds that you want to see if the Browns can beat or not lose to anyways. But that does it for me today, guys. Thank you for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed, and peace out.